Well, I'm at the new bridge, Riverside Bridge. I want you to look at how tall this weed has got up. All down through there, they seeded it, and the seed did really good. It looked like 90% of it is cover. But I wanted to bring up something. I don't know how they're gonna cut it. I'll give you a tip right now how to cut it. In Jamaica, they get a bunch of people, and they give them a hoe, a rake, and a weed eater. That sounds kind of funny, give them a hoe. You know what I'm talking about, a hoe and a rake and a weed eater. And that's all they do on their state highway department. They got no mechanical equipment, so whatever. For some of these huge stretches of highway, they use hand labor. And I'm talking about, you can watch them going up and down the main highways in Jamaica. They'll get a couple of miles a day. And they got the best weed eaters in the world. You can't buy them anywhere else. The weed eaters they sell here at Lowe's and these other places will tear up on you, will break and come apart, and you will be useless. Their weed eaters do not wear out. And they build design things. I'm in the way. Thank you for going around. I'm stuck. My foot's stuck. Dang. My foot's stuck and I can't move the bike out of the way. Now I got another car coming. All right. Oh, look at that pretty color. I like that color. Look at it. People everywhere. I pull up, nobody here. Then all of a sudden, everybody's here. I like them logos on your car. Okay, what was I saying? All right. You get 5 Jamaicans out here with a weed eater, and they'd take care of every bit of this grass along all this property of the bridge, all down the side roads and all this. I'm sure they're going to have to, but that is so steep along that bank, they're going to have to figure out how to cut it. Or they may just let it grow and let it just be. I don't know. But we'll find out. But those weed eaters are the worst. I've said it before. I went to one place, and that's a place near Falmouth, Jamaica. It's called the White House. It's the only place I ever seen in Jamaica in all my years ago, and I've been like 5 times in 8 years. And I seen one not a riding lawnmower, a push mower that was self-propelled, and he was proud of it too. But yeah, that answered that question. How they do that. Now look, here comes the dune buggy. He might be that guy I know from going to Rogersville. Let me look at him when he comes down here. When he gets in the sun, I'll take a picture. Yeah, it looks like him. Hey man, that is him. Lives almost to Rogersville. I've stopped and talked to him before, had real good conversations with him. Oh, that'd make a pretty picture. Look at that. All right. I thought I was going to, I'm talking about the weed eating too long now. The video, how long is it? 3 minutes and something, almost 4 minutes. Dang. All right. I don't want to get off into the story of the Nephilims, but I want to give you a taste. There's way more to the story of what happened in Deuteronomy 3:11. There's so much about that history of the giants. And you know Goliath went against David. But I'm going to tell you something. They was in the middle of a reset way back then. And they reset it. That's what Sodom and Gomorrah was all about. A reset. Now they're talking about resetting and build back better. But I want to tell you something. The Tartarian Empire playlist is on my YouTube channel, and Mud Flood is on my channel. I'm not going to try to explain it to you or go off into it, but I'm going to tell you this. This world has been totally reset. I'm talking about down to bare numbers of people. And they just move in and take over cities and act like they built them. And that's kind of what they're thinking about doing. And if I wouldn't be supposing that they reset us and all these cities, they're going to depopulate us, and then China's going to come in and take over. I ain't got no proof, can't prove nothing to you. I can't prove Atlanta had been built in the same area for over 30, maybe 100,000 years. Chicago, Detroit, Memphis, Tennessee, Houston, Texas, Dallas, Texas. All of them cities have been there for thousands and thousands of years. Buildings have been come and gone, and some of the buildings are from the age I'm talking about that was reset. They tried to tear them all down. That was what the world's fairs were all about at the turn of the century and before the turn of the century. Because every one of the world's fair expeditions, they ended up tearing them all down. It's a deep story, it's a deep well, but as I had to touch the camera, sorry. But as I learn more about it myself and find videos to share, I'll share them on my blog page and share them on Facebook, and kind of give you all a heads up and notice of what I'm talking about later. Thank you.